Does it open for you? There you go. Okay, muy bien. All right, everybody finished? Give me a thumbs up. I know our shot is done. No, Brooklyn, you're still working? Okay. How about you, Joe? Send me okay, so that one is Brooklyn. Let me answer your question. Jamarian, I didn't get your answer. I'm sorry. I didn't see. Say again. Are you finished? Okay. So if you're finished, you guys can work on anything that might be missing while we wait for some other folks to get caught up. Okay. Okay, how are we doing? We all finished? Jamarian, click a drop down menu on that, por favor. Yeah. So it's just a regular AR verb in past tense. Yeah, there you go. And just pick one. There's only 4. You can knock that out real easily. All right, are we all done? Looks like we might all be finished. See? Okay. Waiting on my computer. I'm sorry. Well, real quick in chat, give me an idea. 3, 2, 1. How do you think you did on your quiz? 3, I aced it. 2, I did okay. 1, I bombed. Okay, Brooklyn? Jamarian, what do you say? 3, 2, 1. All right. Arshad? 3, 2, 1. How'd you do? Yeah, muy bien. Okay. All right. So let me get your attention real quickly. Let's just kind of review some stuff real fast because we're going to do some listening practice today. Okay. So what I need for everybody to do is just kind of focus on my screen. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. We're just going to do some just chill, right? Chill. All right. So let's look at our vocab real fast. We had viajar, right? To travel. Billete was our ticket. Maybe it'd help you remember what it means if you think bill, like a piece of paper you get in the mail or something, like a bill, right? Bolsa is our bag. Guía turística is our tourist guide. Maleta was our suitcase. Comprar recuerdos. Who remembers this one? Unmute, por favor, or pop it in the chat. What is comprar recuerdos? Now, we're going over these real quickly because we're going to hopefully try to use them a little bit. What is comprar recuerdos? What are we doing in this image? What is comprar? Who remembers that? To buy. Muy bien. So what are we buying when we go on a vacation, you guys? What do we buy usually? Souvenirs. Muy bien. So comprar recuerdos are buying souvenirs, right? To buy souvenirs. Everybody does that. Okay. Enseñar el pasaporte. So this was to do what with your passport? Jamarian, you were good at this one. Do you remember? Enseñar el pasaporte. What are we doing here? Arshad, Jamarian? Yeah, to get our ticket. Like you show them your passport, right? Yeah, you show them your passport. So hang on one second. Okay. Facturar el equipaje was to check your baggage or your check-in, right? Your check-in. Okay. And then our last one was mostrador de información, which was the what? What is this one? Like the departures, arrivals monitor. Absolutely. Okay, muy bien. Okay, and then you guys, we practiced or we looked at the past tense in ER and IR, right? And we said that thankfully they are the same or similar anyway, right? Comer would be an ER verb. Escribir is an IR verb, right? And so comí, escribí. Iste, iste. Yo, yo. Imos, imos. Hieron, hieron. So yay. The good news here is, you guys, they are exactly the same. Okay. So really, we only have to remember the difference between our AR and our ER/IR. They're exactly the same. So that's easy for us, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put up some slides, okay? And you all need to listen. And I would like for you to pop some answers into the chat or feel free to unmute. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second to get myself together. All right. Let's see. Now, if you need to pull up, anything in the module to like help you remember some vocabulary or whatever, that's cool. All right, so let's look at this. First of all, the question is, ¿qué compraste en la tienda ayer? ¿Qué compraste en la tienda ayer? So, what do y'all think this is asking? Give me an idea. Brooklyn, Arshad, what do you think this question is asking? It doesn't have to be word for word, generally speaking. What is comprar? We just had that one. What is comprar again?
What are you buying?
Okay, you're on the right track. So remember, you guys, and this is why we're kind of taking it slow, but you're right. Remember what this ending is, right? And this word is ayer, yesterday. Very good. Muy bien, Arshad. So ayer is yesterday. Okay, I'll put it up in here so we remember. So if it's yesterday, this is our past tense. So we have to be careful when we respond or when we translate something, right? What did you buy? Did you buy in English, right? At the store yesterday. So if we were going to answer this, you guys, we would say, I bought. So help me. I'm going to start it. If my verb is comprar, it's an AR verb. Isn't that right, you guys? Yes? And I need to get rid of the AR and I need to attach the proper past tense or preterite ending that goes with yo for AR verbs. So do we remember what it is? We just quizzed on it. What AR verb in the past tense? What's our ending for yo? Yo. Very good, Brooklyn. Compré, right? Yo compré. Well, so what did we buy, clase? Yo compré una maleta ayer. Okay, in la tienda. I bought a suitcase yesterday. I bought a suitcase yesterday. Yo compré una maleta ayer. Okay, so everybody get the picture here, right? Compraste is the tú form. So we're asking you, like informally. And so my answer, I bought a suitcase. Okay, I mean, we could buy anything, obviously. Okay. All right, let's try another one. All right. So let's look at this one. Let's figure out what it means. ¿A dónde viajaste el verano pasado? So there's some clues up here on the board about what the question is asking. ¿A dónde viajaste el verano pasado? So who can help me out here? What's it mean? What's it asking? What is donde? What is donde? If you can see my background. Yeah, very good. Where? Okay, so do we recognize viajaste? What's viajaste? And yeah. Well, that would be visitar, right? What is this one? find the root. Yeah, here's our root. Somebody help me out here. Come on, Arshad. Yeah, you're partially correct. Visitar is to visit, right? What is viajaste? What is viajar? What does this picture kind of help us out with? Arshad, yeah, very good. So viajar is to travel, right? To travel, like voyage, right? So where did you travel? Okay, and then when? When? So what does this picture suggest? Where did you travel to? When? Arshad, what's this picture suggest? Come on, y'all. I can't talk to myself all the time. I'm talking to you all. Throw some answers in for me, please. Not yesterday. We're looking at a verano. Yesterday was ayer. We just had that word in our previous question, right? Well, if our sentence is past tense, it can't be that. What does this look like? What does this suggest to you? Very good. Last summer, it's summertime, right? We're at the beach, okay? Making sandcastles. All right, so our question is, where did you travel last summer? Now, it doesn't have to be true, but how would we answer the question? How would I say, I traveled? So viajar is a regular AR verb. So it's just going to be like the one we did on the previous screen. What do? How do we make it I traveled? Muy bien. Brooklyn, anybody else? Jamarian, Arshad? I traveled. What's my AR verb ending for yo in the past tense, in the preterite tense? Very good. All right, so it would be yo. Now answer the question. We need to answer the question. So yo viaje, right? Viaje, and then just make something up. So Brooklyn, make something up. ¿A dónde viajaste el verano pasado? Here's your sentence prompt. Just finish the sentence. And it doesn't have to be true. Jamarian, ¿a dónde viajaste? Go ahead and unmute, you guys. This is supposed to be Q&A. You're supposed to be answering my questions, yeah? Come on, y'all. Don't make me be the dentist. Arshad, ¿a dónde viajaste el verano pasado? It doesn't have to be the truth. It just needs to be grammatically correct. Y'all, we can answer one question on our own. Come on. Yo viajé ¿dónde? ¿A dónde? How do we do it? Okay, it's E-N. Yeah, E-N. You're good, Brooklyn. All right, Jomarian, ¿a dónde viajaste el verano pasado? You want to unmute, Brooklyn? Read me your sentence, por favor.
Yo viajé en México.
Muy bien, yo viajé en México. Jomarian, what's your sentence? Arshad? Okay, muy bien. Can you unmute, Jomarian? Just read it to us. Can you unmute, Joe? Viajé. Viajé.
Yo viajé in Japan.
There you go. That's it. It's easy peasy, right? All right, let's try another one. Muy bien. Okay, let me erase my scribbles. Okay, so now this is a little different. So let's identify our verb, you guys. Comiste. Do we know what verb that is? It's not an AR verb. I'll give you that hint because it's iste, not aste, right? So that tells me that it's not an AR verb. So what do you think this verb is? How do we say eat? Arshad, what's our verb to eat? What's our verb to eat? Who remembers? So it's going to be comer, right? Comer. Because, right, you guys look, if it's iste, right? Let's try to think about it logically, please. Okay. Are you listening, Jojo? If it's not an aste, if it's not an A, right? ASTE, then it has to be either an ER verb or an IR verb. Okay. So comer here is our verb. We know it's not comer. We've never seen that or heard that or whatever. So the logic would tell us it's comer. Okay. So what is this question asking? How would we translate it? It's past tense. I'm sorry, not to do, but to eat. Sorry. How do we translate this sentence, you guys, or this question? ¿Qué comiste en el desayuno hoy? How would we translate this in good English? Muy bien. What did you eat for breakfast today? Perfect. Muy bien. What did you eat for breakfast today? All right. So let's pretend, right? We don't have to tell the truth. Coffee, eggs, bread, pasta, broccoli. It doesn't make any difference. Okay. We're not telling the truth. We're just trying to answer the question, right? Okay. If it's an ER verb, comer is an ER verb because we know this from our comiste, our iste ending here. Okay. What do I put? What's my ending for that goes with yo? Muy bien. So yo comí, right? Yo comí, I ate. And then what did I eat? So you guys come up with a sentence. ¿Qué comiste en el desayuno? Desayuno, breakfast. ¿Qué comiste en el desayuno hoy? Can make something up. Arshad, ¿qué comiste en el desayuno hoy? Huevos, papas, salchichas, café, pan tostado, burrito, taco. ¿Qué comiste? Muy bien, Brooklyn. Can you unmute and read it to us, please? Gentlemen, I need some participation from you, please. Or some questions if you're not understanding what I'm asking of you. Go ahead, Brooklyn, go ahead and unmute.
Yo comí tostado.
Muy bien. Yo comí un tostado. Sí, muy bien. Yo comí un tostado. Okay. Muy bien. All right, let's try one more. Let me erase all my stuff. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so let's look at this. ¿En qué ciudad viviste el año pasado? So first of all, let's figure it out. What is ciudad? Based on the image, we've seen this word before. What is una ciudad? Based on the image, what's your guess? A city. Muy bien. Muy bien. Gracias, Jamarian. Okay, so city. Okay. And what does this look like? Is it an AR, an ER, or an IR verb? What's your guess? Viviste. Pretty close. Is it an AR verb, an ER verb, or an IR verb? No, remember? Yes, it's an IR verb. Okay, it could be an ER verb because remember they have the same endings in the past tense, right? So if we take off the ISTE ending, you guys, that gives us VIV. And so if I stuck an ER on there, does that word ring a bell? No. If I stuck an IR in there, does that word ring a bell? What is vivir? Jamarian, do you remember? Arshad, what is vivir? Well, that would be visitar. That's an AR verb, right? Visitar is an AR verb. We don't have an S in our stem. Our stem is VIV. So do we know what vivir? Do we remember that one? Tú vives en Columbus, Georgia, pero yo vivo in Kansas City, Missouri. So what is vivir? To live. All right, muy bien. Muy bien. So to live. Okay. What about el año pasado? What's an año? El año es 2026. What's an año? If something happens annually, what does that mean? Yearly. Okay, so pasado, last year, right? Muy bien. Pasado means in the past, right? So the year passed, so last year. So what's our question asking?
Where do you live in the city last year?
Okay, yeah, except we would need to do it in past tense. Very good, Joe Marion. So I guess so. What city did you live in, or what city did you live in? That would be better English, right? Last year. What city did you live in last year? Okay. So now we need to say I lived. Well, it's an IR verb, which is the same as an ER verb. So yo, what? VIV is my stem. What's my ending for ER, IR? Did you put it on your sticky note? Do you guys have your sticky note in front of you? That's where the sticky note comes in handy. Okay, VV. Muy bien. All right, so let's finish the sentence and you can make it up. You could say Paris, you could say Tokyo, you could say whatever. ¿En qué ciudad viviste el año pasado? Arshad, I haven't heard from you. ¿En qué ciudad viviste el año pasado? You guys pop your answers in the chat, por favor. Yo viví en Kansas City, Missouri el año pasado. That would be my sentence. Okay, muy bien, Brooklyn. Muy bien. Arshad? All right, so Jojo, go ahead and unmute and give us your sentence, por favor.
Yo viví en Tokyo.
Muy bien. Muy bien. So Jamarian rather, vivió en en Tokio el año pasado. So I just told you that Jomarian vivió en Tokio el año pasado. Okay, Brooklyn, clase, vivió in Brooklyn, New York, por supuesto, since her name is Brooklyn, right? Ella vivió in Brooklyn, New York. Okay. All right. We need to practice, right, you guys? More practice next week. We can count on it. Okay. Because then we have to do these crazy like irregulars, but we got to get these down first. Okay. I'm going to give you a break for just a second while I pull up my next trick here. Okay, give me a second. If I can get this to load. Okay, it's loading up. All right, I'm going to put this link in the chat. And let's all join in. Okay. All right, so there's Malaysia, I don't remember if you were here the other day. If you feel comfortable trying to practice with this vocab, you can click on into Arshad, Jomarian, Brooklyn. All right, here we go. Uno, dos, tres. Make your choice, Arshad. There you go. Good job, Brooke. Good job, Marlasia. All right. Ooh, looks like Brooke is the person to beat. Malaysia, JoJo's got it. Keeps stealing from you, doesn't he? What's your choice there, Arshad? There you go. I would have picked that one too. Okay, about a minute and a half. If you're gonna steal. Look at JoJo. Ooh, JoJo's been doing lots. All right, Marlasia, look at you. Rashad, you need to do some stealing. Okay, 30 seconds. Looks like JoJo's the guy to beat. Ten seconds. Yay, good job, you guys. Marlasia, great job. Good job, Brooke. Good job, JoJo. You were the dude to beat. You did it. Right. You're the hacker. Right. The big hacker. All right. Muy bien. Good job, you guys. Okay. So let's go ahead and back out of that. And we have roughly 5 minutes left. What I would encourage you to do, stick around in class. I would encourage you to look in VHL and make sure. I know, Brooke, stealthy, right? They were stealthy. Look in VHL, make sure you're caught up. Look in grades, make sure you're caught up. Make sure there's something that doesn't need to be done because March, what did I say, Marlasia? I didn't write it down, did I? March 11th or something like that. Is that what I said? Is the end of the third 9 weeks. And your classes will be giving tests, right? March 13th. Okay, thank you. Your classes will be giving tests the first week of March, you know? So you really probably, if you're missing anything, you now would be the time to focus on it and get it caught up. Because we know that teachers want the work done because we've got to have grades done actually before the 13th, you know, so like the 11th or whatever. So you want to make sure that you're caught up. So while we wait, you can just finish up class like that today. All right, we have about a minute, so if you're working on something, you might want to think about that. Did you check your VHL, you guys, and make sure you have all of those done? Yeah, okay. Okay, Marlasia, if you have any questions about anything, just pop them in the inbox in Canvas, okay? Otherwise, nos vemos lunes. See y'all on Monday, right, y'all? Is that right? Enjoy your weekend. Okay, adios. Have a great weekend. You guys stay safe. I appreciate you. Adios, clase.